Hey YouTube, this is Orion making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button and also please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. This is a short comparison and collection video of my Wee knife company integrals. I now have 3 integrals that I've bought from Wee Knives. Starting at the bottom is the 702B, the Wee Drakon bronzed, and the Wee Synergy 2, which is the flame, anodized flame handled trailing point version. Wee makes a really good integral build. And for those that don't know what an integral is, the handle scales is made out of a single slab of titanium, and they actually mill it all out. And it is actually quite a hard thing for them to do, which tends to make integrals a little bit more expensive because it's a lot more time on the CNC milling. But you do get, which is, it's still reasonably uncommon to find integrals, and particularly production ones. Like, there are a few custom ones that come out, but Wee has started to make, there are 4 or 5 integrals now from Wee, and it's a single slab of titanium, as you can see there. I've just said that. But that's the 702. That was the first one I bought. It's a really nice knife. Quite a big knife. Fits my hands really well. I don't buy knives these days that don't fit my hands, so that's a common theme now. I'd always like to be able to get a full 4-finger grip on any of the knives that I buy. As you can see, there is all this really nice milling, slight texturing all over the frame of the 702. Flipping action's really good. It's just a nice, really well made integral. Next one's the Drakon. I love this little knife, and it's right on the threshold of being too small, but again, I get the full 4-finger grip. But we really went to town on this dragon scales milling, and it's excellent. Fires really well. Has that, again, a single slab of titanium, all milled out. And that's the Drakon up against it. It's a lot, or not a lot, but it's a bit smaller knife. And that one's become my going out knife. This is the one I carry when I want to have something that's quite flashy and unusual. My newly acquired Synergy 2, another really visually striking knife. I love this flame anodization, covers the entire frame. Again, solid piece of titanium, goes all there. I'll do a review on this knife shortly. But again, they've got this milling texture all over the frame. They seem to like to be able to do that with all their integrals. They all have this textured milling over it, as well as the anodization. Again, fits my hand. It's in the hammer grip really well. This is one of the few trailing points that I've got. And I'm not a big fan of Persians, but this one really, really does it for me. I really like that very thin stock, 3mm with the hollow grind. It's quite thin behind the edge there. It's really good. The little cutting I have done with it, I haven't done a lot with it, but I've cut up a little bit of cardboard with it, and it just blitzes through it really well. It slices really well. Got really good edge geometry for that sort of carry on. And there they are, all together open, showing pivot to pivot, all lined up. Obviously this is the biggest one. This is slightly the smallest, and then the synergy is there. That's them all there. And then I had them all closed before. And that's all the three integrals that I have now from We Knife Company. Overall, they make a really good integral. Flipping action is really good. We tends to make a really good flipper. This one a wiggle shot. That, and you just noticed I misfired this knife. That's my only complaint. One of the only complaints with this knife. The jimping needed to be a little bit more aggressive so that you always get on it, because I sometimes slip off it and don't fire the knife. But if you do it properly and get it to go, it fires really well. Again, flipping action. This one won't. You can really, if you really try hard, try and wiggle it shut. It's a very light blade. And it has a bit of lock bar tension there that stops it from wiggling shut. And again, really good flipper. And the synergy fires as well as any of the others. And it will wiggle shut. It's really smooth, snappy little action. It's excellent, actually. It's one of its best features. That's them. The We Knife Company integrals that I have. 702B, We Drakon Bronze, and the We Synergy 2 Flame Anodized Trailing Point. Thanks for watching.